interviewing. Say who you're interviewing. Oh God, the cover. Say who you're interviewing and why.
I'm going to tell them.
You have the lights on.
Yeah, the lights are on because it's dark.
Dry sip the water a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if I can turn
I'm
it.
interviewing Anna, and
Who is Anna?
I'm interviewing Anna, and she's my godparent.
Your godmother.
She's my godmother.
Wait. Let's start over.
Okay, my teacher.
Say
Hello,
hi.
I'm Anna, and I'm interviewing.
No. Let's do it seriously. You're Amara, and you're interviewing.
I'm Amara, and I'm interviewing Anna, and she's my godmother.
And what do you call her?
I call her
Ma.
Madrina. She was born in 1947. So, what are ways you had different schools? What are some ways school was different and the same?
Well, the same. We had homework. We had the same desk. I don't think they have changed.
You have the same desks or
desks? The same type of desk. I think they haven't changed a lot. We had teachers and we had books and we had homework. Now,
did you have different rooms for grades, or did you just have a whole bunch of
no,
kids
we have
in the
different
same?
rooms for different grades, but it was different that we didn't have whiteboards and we didn't have technology. We didn't have iPads or anything like that. We used a chalkboard, not the whiteboard or any technology.
Watch her when you.
Okay. Did you ever get in trouble? If so, what happened?
Yes, a couple of times. Talking too much.
In school?
Yes, talking too much during class. So I had
Did
to
you ever
write.
pretend that you were in this imaginary world where everything was funny? Stuff
Not
like
really.
what
I
do
didn't have your imagination. I was pretty serious and boring. So, but I did have to write. I had to write 100 times in a paper. I will not talk during class. I will not talk during class. I will not talk during class.
Oh, my mother used to make me write on pieces of paper, and she made me write 50 times, one time even 100 times. But my teachers only make me write 10 times.
Okay, now my school it was 100 times.
That was probably pretty bad.
Okay.
But I learned my lesson.
So what was your favorite subject and why?
Literature, because I love to read.
So how did you get to school?
We walked. It wasn't too far away.
What did you do at recess? Did you hopscotch, jump rope, playing on the playground, doing flips?
We play a lot. No, I didn't do flips. We jumped the ropes, and we played hopscotch, and sometimes even hide and seek.
Were they good places to hide, like maybe under play sets or something?
Not really. That's why we didn't play it too much, because they weren't really good hiding spots.
I have 150 kids at my school and over 40 classes at my school. How many kids went to your school?
About 100.
That's not a lot.
No.
But I know this, my Miss Sambeco's husband's mother and father, they had 24 and another had only 50.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite toy?
Books. Definitely books.
Did you get an allowance? If so, how much did you?
No. That wasn't ever heard of. You did your chores and you were thankful.
You got allowed to live.
Yes, but no money. Sometimes if you were very, very good, you would get a little privilege, like more playing time.
Or ice cream.
Or ice cream or dessert. But we never got allowances.
Did you have parks where you lived?
Oh, yes.
Did you ever get parks as a privilege?
Yes, they would take us to the parks,
Did you-
usually on Sundays after
Church.
Mass, after church.
Did you go to Catholic churches?
Yes.
What were the biggest changes you've seen in your lifetime?
Technology. Because see, my time was still already had like the planes and things like that. They have gone better,
Did
but
you ever
nothing new.
travel where you went?
Yes, but in communications, I think that has been the biggest change. The way we can communicate all over the world through the computers, through the iPads, even through the phones. It's totally different.
Didn't you know how to talk, or were you mute?
No, I wasn't mute. That's why I got in trouble.
That's because you talked.
No, I talked.
Were you talking to your classmates, or were you just talking random stuff, like talking about Peter's faces or making fun of your teachers?
No, I really never made fun of my teachers, but I was talking to classmates. But in the technology, see, now you can talk to people on the computer that are on the other side of the world. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And the first time I heard about that, it was while I was in school in Cuba. We went when they had this big show of a new thing that they had. It was called Cinerama.
What's Cinerama?
It was like this
Does it
big
make sense?
screen. No, movies. It was a big screen. I would tell you about schools in Australia that had classes, but you could take the classes at home because it was so far away. So I thought it was cool, but I really never believed it was true. And then look at this now. We can do that and talk to friends and family that are in the other side of the world. And it's amazing. I think the most that we have done, the advance that we have, it's in communication.
How many teachers did you have?
We had one teacher.
For the whole school?
No.
What if they have different classes for different grades?
No.
They can't cut apart the teacher and start putting them
Usually
in
we
class.
can't. No, but we had one teacher per grade, and then you had other teachers that had, like for instance, the music teacher came in, or
You had specials? Did you have
we had
specials?
Yeah,
Did you
music. We have art, so that art teacher would come in. We had the English teacher, and that would come in because that was special because we were in Cuba where we spoke Spanish. We had all different kinds of PE teachers.
And this was in the 50s?
It was in the 50s till 1961.
Wow.
Is 1961 when you were 11 you moved to America?
No. It was? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So did you ever have breaks, like spring break, summer
Oh,
break,
yes,
Christmas
and-
break?
Oh, yes. Christmas break.
Did you ever get to earn extra recess because a break was too soon? Like on Tuesday this week, we
No,
got to
they
earn.
didn't have things like that. You had your recess, and actually, when you didn't behave, you didn't take away from recess. Maybe they call your parents, and punishment would probably be at home rather than at school. I don't remember ever staying in school.
Did your parents have spanking sticks? Like
Nope.
something for consequences like that?
Mhm.
Did they like take away privileges like
Take away
marks?
privileges?
No spanking? You're good.
No, my mother pinched me.
My mother spanks me, but spankings usually hurt more than pinching.
Oh no, you haven't had my mother's pinching.
Did she pinch you in the face? Or did
No, in the arm. She wasn't very good at spanking. Yeah.
When you
And-
get really good at spanking, you could go down to the
But I was a
spanking
spanker
perform.
when I had my own.
Okay,
I
Amara.
think spanking is pretty good.
You know, if
Any
your mother
other-
got really good at spanking,
Any
she
more
could go
questions?
down to spanking studio so she could get spanks.
See, any
This
other
girl has
question?
I mean, the biggest imagination.
Oh, yeah.
She's so creative.
Did you have a good imagination? Did you like
Not
to
like yours.
imagine super worlds where it never ends, where there's no Jesus?
Okay, Amara.
No, not really. I didn't. Like I said, I didn't have your imagination. I was quite boring.
Okay, ask the last. Make sure you have all your questions
Do you
covered.
have any more big changes in your life, like activities or
See, recreational activities.
what
Now-
about the
See,
modes?
now a lot of the people are just attached to a computer.
Mhm.
And you sit in the house and you watch TV, you play games. In our time,
You
that
go
didn't
visit.
exist. You had a little TV that you watched, not all the time because you weren't allowed to. but you had a lot of friends, and you gathered together. But even when you were older, even in your teens, and you sat outside your house and had games, different games and charades.
Didn't you guys go to bars or something like teens in America like to do?
Teens in America don't go to bars.
But I know teens.
You
who
mean
like
young
to go to
people?
bars.
not-
We're talking about young people. We just sat outside our house and played charades.
What's charades?
You think of a name of a movie or an actor or something, and you act it out, and you have to find,
And other people
Did
have
you
to
ever
guess.
play the
And
liar
other
when you
people-
couldn't sleep?
and the other people have to guess what you're trying to say. And sometimes we play something that it was called prendas, what's jewelry, and then
You make up jewelry?
no, we put a jewel in our hands, and
Mhm.
everybody, like a ring or something, and then everybody sat like that, and then you went like that to everyone, like put your hands like this, and then I would go like this to everyone, but I would drop my jewelry
Mhm.
in someone's.
Oh.
Would you actually?
And then
would you
it
drop
will
it on
drop it.
purpose? Or,
Yeah, because then they had to guess.
And
Where, I mean,
the last
yeah.
person gets to have it
Yeah.
and see what it
Now,
really
the thing is, sounds so simple, but we had the most fun, and we could go at it for hours.
So the other people have to guess who you drop.
And sometimes you had to give like clues, but it was really, I don't know, but we spent hours, and then when it got dark, that was time to go in.
Did you have beds to sleep in with an under? Did you ever imagine monsters or something? Like what?
My sister did. I never had an imagination for monsters, but my sister had, look, there's something under the bed. Usually it was nothing, but I didn't.
I
never-
thought something was under the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, my shoes.
Sweetie, did you get to the end of your questions?
Yeah.
So now you need to thank your madrina.
Thank Madrina.
You're very welcome. I hope
You give her a thank you hug.
and I hope you can get a very good grade. Okay.
Say thank you. Thank
Okay,
you so
Sizzler.
much.
I mean, okay, Madrina.
Sizzler. Oh, dear.